we're not having our shield when we need it. So let's just kind of notice, like, pay attention to shield health. Now it's 300, still 300. Get a great kill. It's 200. Now we want to block Punisher, but we can only block it for half a second. Yeah. Ooh. Alright, so we're the solo tank.
Really bad comp right here.
Yep, and we have very low heals. So just be very mindful of that. You're gonna have to be like very cautious, and we're gonna see that you're gonna get punished for overextending very quickly. Wait, this is really fast. 1 second. Okay, wait, what? Anyway. Alright, so thing drops, side goes in. Okay, looks like their tank's just kind of overextended. So, whenever we're talking about tanks overextending, a really common sign would be, tanks are out of line of sight of their own healers. So notice how these guys are gonna go in, and the healers have to like go on like a adventure to follow them, and they still can't really get there to heal the thing, and then he's gonna die. So, really trying to keep in mind that like a tank positioning might be best to like here, and the healers get there, and then moving up to the next corner. Of course, that isn't you, but that is a kind of thought process that can definitely help and prevent this kind of overextending.
Can't sneak up on us. I am strengthened for battle.
Right.
And this is just
Order the calamari.
Okay. 1 second. I'll make sure I got you turned up because this game is wildly loud. TBH. Okay, let's go. Alright, good to be taking out those squids. Good lord, they do a lot of damage. Okay. Alright, so I want to kind of point out that you're doing really well is, notice how the syringe is pushing up, and you're getting some spam damage in, and you're busting his ship. So, since there's a turret shooting at him too, he's like, ah shit, I can't push, I don't have a ship. Now, I want you to also notice how your shield is getting burnt in this situation. Alright, so let's see, the fight has not started yet. We're at 400 shield. We're still at 400. Still at 400. Still at 400. 300. Right? I'm really curious, what's how come we're using shield?
I don't know. I think I'm just autopiloting here.
Got it, heard that. So, yeah, a little bit of just like, you have these techniques of like shoot, shield, shoot, shield, shoot, shield. So like whenever you're just spamming damage and stuff, you might be shielding. Even that doesn't super duper help. So the big issue with doing this shielding during like downtime or before this fight starts is it's going to cancel your ability to recharge your shield. So instead of having the 800 shield that we need, because we don't have a lot of healing on the team, right? This is going to mean that, whenever we need our shield, we're not actually going to have it. So something that I would really suggest is something like, try to be a lot more conservative with your shield. So maybe using your shield whenever you're backing, like you're very passive and you need to get to this corner, you use a shield. Use your shield whenever you're blocking important abilities. So like, thinking of an example in the enemy team, I don't know. Maybe you're blocking you get pulled by Inviswoman, and then you start pulling up your shield so you can walk back. It's all about having it when you need it.
Good medicine.
Nice. That's someone who did not have it when he needed it. Okay.
I'll patch you up. Our enemies are near.
Yeah, that's interesting. Alright, so let's go up a little bit. Just so we get this pick on the Strange, and our gameplay or like playstyle doesn't change pretty much at all, even though it's like 64 still. So notice how I want to pull out the pen. 1 second. Let's see if I can pull out the pen. This software has not been working very well for me lately, but hopefully it will today. So let's start with like whenever you have an advantage, right? So it's 6v4. They lose Strange and Psylocke. Like, what does that mean for their team, their ability to put pressure on you?
It's just greatly diminished, so we just walk up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So whenever you see that kill feed, and you have that opening, this is like a perfect time, probably the best time you're gonna get, to take some more space. And whenever you're taking space, like what do you think you can do now that you couldn't have done before?
W key them.
Pretty much, right? They're not going to be able to punish you. So whenever you're W keying, you also get the ability to do things like, say, you can shoot Namor, who's now pretty much his front line. You might even be able to catch out the healers who are out in the open, and it's going to take them like 4 seconds, 5 seconds to get back to cover. So this is something that you can definitely tell your team whenever you let's see, you kill Strange. All right, that's really good. All right, they're down 2. Let's start pushing up. We can get these. Let's kill Namor. Let's kill Namor. That kind of thing. And especially as a tank player, if you can kind of, you don't even have to say a lot. You don't even have to say anything. But if you do move on these kind of opportunities, your whole team's going to move with you. And that could definitely win a fight before it even happens. Okay. What is he doing?
I'm ready to put on a show.
Oh, that's interesting. What do you think this Iron Man was going for? You notice how he died right in front of you?
Yeah.
Ult. Punisher's about to go for ult. Let's see what happens now. Alright, he's getting burned. He should totally be dead. Oh, what's going on? Alright. I'm just kind of curious how we could, like, support our teammates here. Alright, so we'll go...
I am ready to put
Yep. No, it's gonna go back to what I brought up earlier. It's we're not having our shield when we need it. So let's just kind of notice, like, pay attention at shield health. Now it's 300. Still 300. Get a great kill. It's 200. Now we want to block Punisher, but we can only block it for half a second. So if they're good at team, Punisher's gonna die for his ult. Okay, looking for eye. Wow, they have no clue. Tough. Okay, so nice try. I think this is a good time to go for ult. Let's think about why. So they're pretty distracted by Punisher. The Luna ult's happening, but let's see. You know you could kill through it. So the main reason why this doesn't get off is because who's right there ready whenever we land.
And then there's also Namor that just bubbles.
Yeah. Another one is Invis, right? So Invis could push you, she can jump away. This is really hard team to get a Strange ult into. As far as how to get these, a good sign is, does their Invis have her push? Like, has she pushed yet? She'll say something like, feel the pull. And whenever that happens, like, or Namor will bubble, that's an opening, and you have 10 seconds or something that you go in, and they can't do anything about it. Unfortunately. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Looks like our whole team kind of crumbles here. Yeah. This is from the hard parts, but you're,
In comp.
yeah. What do you have for a Celical? Nothing. Alright, so kind of go next. I'm not sure if we'll have. Oops. I'm not sure if we'll have time to TP. Let's try it and see. Probably not. Want to make sure that I can draw stuff on the screen. Let me see.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Apologies. These darn technical errors. These very Marvel Rivals of me.
Thought of you summoned now, Namor. Needed a little boost.
Better stop that
Okay. Let's get back to the God Gamer. Alright, so what is going on? I'd first start by noting like they have certain ults on the enemy team that as a Strange player it's gonna help a lot to oh there it is. Be very aware of these. So and I'm talking about Strange, Clobber. So I'm just curious, like from your experience, how often do you find yourself like keeping track of like the big ults on the enemy team?
Like most of the time, really.
Alright, that's really good.
And then
Alright.
we just lose. We
Yeah.
lose.
Yeah.
I just don't know why they're front lining.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. So the Psylocke's gonna come behind and pretty much it's a rocket. Not a lot you can do, that isn't your job. Yep. I'm just gonna go to the next one. It's okay. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, sometimes you healers just don't know how to take care of each other.
Well, this healer comp was already fucked. Anyways.
Yeah, totally.
Mantis rocket.
Yeah.
I should have just died. Oh no, not on this one. This is enough fight, but
Yeah,
Mantis
this is
is
really
out of
tough.
position.
Let's take a look. So, you gotta first notice what happens when they Sue ult. So you're up here holding car.
Yeah, I was also kind of overextended.
Alright, so you're having a really hard time here, just because the position that you've chosen to hold at. Notice how, like, if you hold where the car is, you have to be in, like, this valley of death, where they can shoot you from here, they can shoot you from here, 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 behind you. It's just so tough. So something I would suggest, whenever, like, before the fight even happens, really, like at this stage, take a look around it and kind of ask yourself, like, where's the best place to hold? The best place to hold is gonna have more cover. And one thing that counts as cover, like you figured out, you know, I saw you doing later, would be like you're using the car as cover. So if you let the car roll out a little bit, like where do you think could be a good spot to hold?
It's like on like the little ramp area.
Yeah, maybe here.
Yep.
Yep, that could be very, very nice, because whenever you're holding here, everyone on your team has like cover, and you could kind of tank out in the open, but you still have the car. They're fighting into you guys who are on high ground. So, for one thing that definitely could have changed it, I think it's just that position. So you don't necessarily have to touch car until, you know, until they have actually like 1 meter left on the payload till it caps. Okay.
I'm wounded. Who will help?
Oh, this is gonna be really tough.
They hit
We
a
gotta get out of here.
checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Looks like you took the teleport.
Coming through.
Out of sight.
You're welcome. Good medicine.
Psionic surge.
Okay.
Guard your rear.
Oh, this is dangerous territory. So Strange still hasn't ulted. Gotta always keep tabs on Strange. So what that looks like is like whenever you know he has ult, let's go back a little bit. Here, you're looking at Strange, and you're respecting the Strange, right? Because you know at any second he could just fly right over you and try to ult your backline. So something I would do if I was you is probably like see the Strange, walk back a little bit so you get in position to block it, and keep looking. You know, where's Strange? Where's Strange? Is he here, here, here? Because that ult's coming, and that's one of the main ways they'll win this fight. If they do.
Strengthened for battle. Someone scratch my back. Leave me, darkness.
Alright, there he is.
Hostile forces incoming.
Oh, there it is. Nice. Trying to deal with it.
I cast you.
Alright. Now, let's go over your side. Whenever you have Strangelet here, they're all pretty much clumped up down there. Like, how could you get your Strangelet off? What do you have to worry about?
Probably Invis push.
Mm-hmm.
And just CC.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Definitely you could get pushed if you just go out in the open, right? You fly out and like, oh, Invis knows what to do. Gotta watch out for the shield too. So this is something that like you can kind of you can pick your battle. Where could be the best time to get Strangelet? Well, it's gonna be pretty hard, but one opening might be whenever my team is already fighting them, right? Because they're distracted. So when Captain America's in, when I'm already close to them, things like that. So like this could be a pretty good time.
By the eye
I
of
am ready to put on a show.
Okay, so we're gonna force it all. Let's see exactly why we didn't get kills with that.
By the eye.
Yep. All right. So pretty much everyone here had abilities to defend themselves, right? Let's see. Invis is over here, and she was here because she jumped. Namor bubbled it. Strange blocked it. So whenever you're going for these, again, you can kind of keep track of maybe one or two of the most important cooldowns of the other team that could deny this, and then you wait to see them, and only then do you do your Strangelet, because that's your opening. And that's whenever it's like a guarantee that you're gonna hit, you know, the squishies, the people that you can actually take out. Okay, let's get back to it. Strangelets are pretty tough to hit, especially like the higher you go, the more people get better at like responding to them, hitting their abilities at the right time. But that's why I really suggest looking for those times when they don't have the abilities, or are not looking for you.
Dark magic.
Doctor Strange is gone. Need some help.
Okay. Alright, again, we're in a situation where we get to choose where we hold. So what might be a good place for you to hold, and why?
Probably when the Clep pushes up by the pillar on the right.
Hmm.
Because
Yep. It's like here.
with a lot of cover for my teammates to play high ground, they can
Yeah.
cover.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So that's gonna close the distance, right? And then our team's gonna be more enabled to like actually hit stuff because they're just so far away. And you also get this really nice piece of cover right here. You could play here. Just always like being patient, setting yourselves up. Alright, so now we're going in. The issue with this fight, and why it's probably cooked, is that we have no ults.
Gone? How? Please. I suck.
Oh wow. Yep. Alright. So pretty tough round.
2, 3.
As far as things that could have been better.
Switch things including which
Shield
side
management is one. We're not having our shield when we need it. Because
you'll need a top-notch team
we might be blocking a lot of spam damage and stuff. So another thing is ults. So ult usage sometimes can be a little like, yes, they have what they need to protect themselves from it. So just trying to wait for an opportunity, wait for cooldowns to be down, that will help. And then the last thing I think is just in general a little bit of cover usage, just like trying to hold at places that make it easy for you to not have to use your shield all the time because you have cover, that kind of thing. But not bad.
All those
Let's go ahead.
good medicine. Our adversaries
I
got
hope this is important. Reed and I had a date
Interesting.
planned.
These beasts have come to defend their
This Namor is
I don't-
crazy.
know why I fell back though. I just gave them a lot more space.
I got your
Hmm.
back.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
what
already
should I
pushing
go.
them towards the
Yep. You're pushing the main. It's like this. So I don't think there's much of a problem here, right? It's
Okay.
we're holding main, and what that does is, oops. Let's go back a little bit and notice. Let's think about what they could have done if you turned around. So here we are. Okay. So we have a flanker, and here he is. So, and we're gonna hold about here. And if we're the solo tank, and every time there's a flanker, we go all the way back here, then, well, guess what pink team does? They just come in and they sandwich you. So, they might end up getting a kill on Iron Man, for example. And that's where, like, as a solo tank, what can help is to do a quick flick back. You just want to know what's happening back there. But if it's like out of your range, you don't have to go out of your way. You got bigger things to do. We want to make sure this is a 4v1, which it is. So we end up winning. Okay.
These beasts have come to defend their king.
Yeah. So you can see how Strange gets that free space because he gave it up.
A nice deep
good
freeze.
medicine. Out, dark magic.
I'm gonna get the pick on the both supports, so just
Mm-hmm.
this is just a win.
Pretty much. Yeah. Definitely time to play aggressive.
Sometimes I forget you were literally born for this.
I'm a little curious about this fly up to the high ground. What was your like goal?
I honestly don't know. I thought someone might have been up there
Mm-hmm.
trying to clear it out.
Gotcha. Yeah, there definitely could have been. So whenever you're on a team like this, again, we have a Thor, so I guess we have two tanks, but I think of Thor as a damage dealer who just has a lot of health. So, everyone on your team, your damage dealers, Thor, Storm, Iron Man, have the mobility to go to high ground and deal with people up here. So, again, as a solo tank, you got to be thinking about like where I am is determines where my team holds and what they can push and everything. So, as soon as we leave, Iron Man almost dies, like immediately. See how just self collapsing on him? And he does die. So that's why I would be pretty cautious about leaving your team in a situation like that, especially when you're pushing through a choke. Because they need your shield. and they need you to be like the tank who's getting in there and making things happen.
Leave me, darkness. Denizens of the deep.
They have time to TP.
Emphasis I like is grilled.
Oh, but they don't. Oh, right.
Would you think it's worth TPing even though we have no support ults?
So could you tell me about like what TP you're thinking about first?
No, like just for like in their case.
Ah,
would
yeah,
it be
yeah.
worth-
Yeah. I think in this situation, no team has the ultimates yet. They had everyone grouped up pretty much in their spawn. There's definitely a chance where they just TP in and they kind of swing it because they make a better play. Maybe Namor goes around, gets flank, kills your supports like your Iron Man killed theirs. Definitely was
Get that
winnable.
vehicle to its destination.
More tentacles than Gargantos himself. Good medicine.
Okay. Let's go back a bit. Because what I'm curious about right now is just like the reasons why we end up holding in that pretty tough door. Let's see. Let me draw a picture. Gosh, I gotta figure out how to make these two things work together. Rivals in this pen software. So,
Help get that vehicle
yep, I
to
like
its
that you like kind of push up there.
destination.
So you realize like there's a lot of open area. Why not get up there? This is a little not necessary. So think about where you want to hold, right? Ideally you want to be up as far as possible without being like in territory where you can't die. So or where you can die easily. So here where I draw a line is a pretty good spot, I'd say. You have cover. Yes, you're down one, but your support's like right there. Now, if we fall back a bit and we go here, now we're holding this. And let's think about what do you think is going to change, say, for your DPS players if this blue area is all that you have compared to,
like-
say, this?
They have like no space to like shoot anything.
Yeah. Who's going to make any flanks whenever you're all stuck in a castle? It's like, hell on. So this is definitely like we're just really actively thinking about like where is this like the strongest spot that I could hold that that they're giving me for free. Don't let them take it. Get there.
Such
Now I see them.
newfound power.
That's scary. Maybe they end up pressuring you out and you have to fly away.
Leave me,
But
darkness.
I think that's a good idea.
Odin's spear. Thor. Leave me, darkness.
Okay. Notice the shield. Kind of holding shield for spam damage. So that's one of those reasons why it seems like you often don't have the shield as much shield as you need. It's like that's a good time. Very, very, very good time to shield. And why do you think we need to shield right now?
We're so low.
Yeah, we're so low. They're all shooting us. We're backing up. So unfortunately we die there. Now this is gonna sound pretty probably pretty nitpicky, but like cover. We're finding yourselves pretty out in the open. Instead of being up here where they can punch you and stuff, be here. Play outside their range. Shoot. Shoot. Just trying to work your way up without getting pummeled by the thing could definitely have changed how this one turned out.
Disappear!
I have unfinished.
God Tempest.
sucks.
I don't think
Okay.
that's the welcoming committee.
A nice deep freeze.
One thing I'm pretty curious about is comms rate. So like, how often do you find yourself like speaking up in your games, whether it's ranked or scrims?
During ranked and scrims, I'm usually speaking a lot.
Mhm.
Except I feel like in this match, I was kind of tilted
Mm-hmm.
just from like what a comp was looking like, and then what my
Yeah, pretty unfortunate comp. And their first round was pretty bad. Yeah, I can definitely hear you on that. Like, it can suck to calm whenever you feel like no one's gonna listen. So one thing that can definitely help when you are calming is giving your team a bit of an idea of what ults we're gonna use. So whenever you like look at the ults we have on our team, let's go back a little bit. Um, say what might be the first ult you want to start with.
maybe storm ult, just to force out a
Yeah.
support ult like Luna.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's definitely something you could tell your team, right? So whenever you're walking back from spawn, it's probably the best time. Just take a look at tab. It's like, all right, they definitely have a support ult because we haven't seen Luna. I'm just telling them, maybe let's use Storm ult first to force out the Luna. And notice how they've Luna ulted every time you Strange ulted. So maybe that's a good time that you could get your Strange ult in. Just right after Dense. Oh, okay, we're gonna Storm. Lucky.
A nice deep freeze. As usual.
Yeah, this is really tough. Okay,
Hurricane incoming.
we've lost all space, but Storm ulted. Alright, so they're gonna Luna ult. Ooh, pretty sketchy.
I promise we'll finish this.
Alright,
I am strengthened.
A little help, please.
I'm curious about why you dropped here.
I am ready
So you're kind of fighting them more. See the Luna ult and the Storm ult. I mean, let's first start with what happens if you drop that wouldn't happen if you're high ground?
I just take a lot of damage when I drop. Since I
Yeah.
have cover.
Yeah. And this next part is going to be, who are you going to take damage from? Well, the thing who couldn't have hit you otherwise, and probably Namor, who's now behind you. So whenever you're making this drop, I'd be really cautious of like who's now going to have an even fight or an advantage against you. And we already know Namor's there. So this is definitely dangerous territory.
Although
They end up dying.
I think I was trying to get some like, support on the
Mhm.
ground.
Mm-hmm.
Strengthened.
Promise we'll finish this, Laurel. One step behind
Yep.
you.
There she is.
A little help, please.
Out, dark magic.
Alright. You're in a very sticky situation. Alright, so we have two people in the flank. They're like, actually, it looks pretty bad for them. So I didn't really notice that this flank had happened, but all the signs in the world are telling you push, 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 because they're distracted.
Double KO.
Nice, good cleanup. Right, so what else had they used in the last fight? Like, what's the most important one they
That's
used?
what a vanishing act.
They used the Luna. They used
There's another one down.
I think just Luna. They might have used Namor. I don't think they did.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, Luna's the really big one. So now they use Luna, and they used Invis a while ago. They're not gonna have any support. So big thing to keep in mind is getting that Strange ult off as soon as possible. Something that you can do between fights is sort of think about like where might be a place you can do your Strange ult from that might catch them off guard. So if I was just gonna like look at this team real fast, let's see, I'm just kind of skipping ahead and looking for an opportunity. on this point, there's a few places. So if they come through this choke, someplace that can help a lot is you come from here, right? So you fly up here, and then you can drop in this way. You can drop in that way. Those are two really cheeky ones. You can also go all the way over here, and maybe you like hide in this building. Hide behind this pillar. These are really silly spots that actually work really often, right? Because people just aren't paying attention, and that's the best time you can get your strange ult. So, they're coming through these chokes, but if we go back a little bit further, like, let's see, right about here. Where do you think you could go to set up?
Like on top of the building on the left.
Yeah, this could be really nice. Definitely. And if they don't come out this way, well, oh well. We can just drop down and pick our place to hold, right? So we could maybe, we could hold this building, but the big thing is we set ourselves up so that if they come at the left, we pretty much get free fight win. Alright, so let's keep going.
Enemies on approach. I am strengthened for battle.
Oh, we're swinging out on the left side. Alright, so they've just lost an Amour bubble. That's an opening. Okay, yeah, Mayhem in the back. Okay, let's try and keep tabs on where everyone's at. Yeah, this is probably the play, because we need to help our teammate.
Leave me, darkness. Ancient one, I hope my successes make you proud.
Nice. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone willing to help?
Oh, that's such an important kill. Nice job.
Doesn't matter though. Oh, it does.
Oh, yeah, it does. I mean, she didn't have ult, but she could have got into the invis.
No, I
And-
just thought I would die there.
Ah. Gotcha. He's here.
Timely intervention.
Nice. I like how you fly away whenever you're in danger.
A little please. Double kill.
Okay.
To the sorcerer supreme. Show we're split free. Look who just shot.
Right, this is really a lot, like, you're really taking space whenever it's needed. I really like this play. So, let's see. Let's take a look at where do you think we could get a strange ult from in this place? mean, there's
To the,
a lot of
to the
spots.
right, high ground.
Okay. Let me take the camera over there, like here.
Yeah, on the high ground right there.
Yep. Could maybe drop in. And then where are you looking to land your strange ult? Like here, here.
Just depends where they are. Where they're holding.
Exactly. Right. So if they're here, you might want to like drop it further behind their strange and stuff. Another thing to keep in mind is you want to do it from behind them often or from the sides so they don't see you, they don't push you, stuff like that. There's definitely like a lot of openings. Some others to consider might be you can go from this high ground this way. Boop, 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 boop. And you can drop in here. You can also go from this high ground and drop in from here. Yeah, a lot of stuff. So
Reach the checkpoint. Keep up the
we're gonna
momentum.
lose a teammate. That sucks. And alright, are you seeing what I'm seeing? There's
What?
3 squishies in the back. That's
Yeah.
prime strange ult territory, man.
Even though we lost, we're down 2.
Yep. I'm not saying we do it now, but I am saying you could like you could look for that. So looking for that means like say they're probably gonna push up. If they push up, maybe I fly up here and I drop in on them and try to get the kill. Because right now it's a play like that is what could swing the fight. Right? So you're going for it. Ooh, we back up. And we get pushed. Yep, that's the tough part about being like a little hesitant, right? So if we stop for 1 second to think about this, then we miss our opening. Not exactly like there is much of an opening. You know, if there's the Luna Snowball, there's an Invis push, probably why you don't go for it. So that's why I really like suggest taking those high ground spots without them seeing you. So example would be you walk left side, you fly up here, you go around like that.
Need some help.
Thunder God bringing you good. Good medicine.
Look out behind you.
Oh no, we lose Iron Man. Okay, this is really tough. Alright, nice, using your shield to stay alive.
Leave me, darkness.
Now it's gonna be pretty tough to get a Strange Ult off at this point because they're so far away.
Do it. That's it. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Leave me, darkness.
Alright,
Five.
very curious. I noticed you're like kind of jiggle peeking the corner. What do you think that's gonna do, from their point of view?
Oh, they're just gonna see me more.
Mm-hmm. And guess who's ready, right? It's like Invis is not very good, so she just kind of pushed for no reason. But maybe Luna's looking to snowball you and telling Star Ward, push the Strange off height. He's looking to ult. Right? So all these things are just kind of signs. What we can do is kind of annoying, but kind of like trying to use your third person camera so you can just kind of scout them and see if there's an opportunity.
That's what I was trying to do. I guess I was just not
Yeah, this is a good idea. It can be definitely tough trying to pull that off. Oh, restore.
Encore.
I'm opening a portal.
Nice. Looks like we're going for a portal block. Oh, they're done.
A shortcut.
Nice one. Okay. Aw. Alright, yeah. There's a lot of couple things. What do you think that you could have done to like maybe survive that?
I was telling my teammates to heal me. They just didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I told them to protect me when I was doing portal blocking, but they
Mm-hmm.
just didn't listen.
Clear the way.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. They were really slow to helping out for sure. And it just came through with the ult, but just not in time. One more thing to keep in mind is definitely like using your fly ability. I'm not sure that you had time, but something you could definitely do is whenever you see the silo and you're the only one in it, fly immediately and just try to get as high as possible so you can outrange it.
Shields up.
Doesn't always work, right? Because you fly at the end, but it's a little more time you would have lived.
Vortex field.
Ugh, that's so annoying. But your portal block is so good that you win the round. Really sick.
Oh, I'll have to leave in 5 minutes, by the way.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to DM you
Mhm.
earlier.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I had another session, so I couldn't really respond.
Okay.
So let's just go over like I definitely think it can help to maybe have you kind of summarize what do you think you need to work on. Maybe just
Alright.
one or two things that we're seeing happen
I just need
often.
to manage my shield downtime a lot. Like if I'm not taking, if there's like no pressure, there's no reason for me to have it.
Yeah, definitely. That's a big one.
I also need to
How
track
about
more of like their CC, so I
Yep.
can just pop off a strange ult.
Yeah. So the ult usage is a big one, right? So we're just sometimes it's like we do the ult, but then they have the things they need to survive it. So definitely, I think that's going to be a big one. All right. So like whenever you take a look at their team, at the start of the game, you can kind of say it's like 20 seconds in. You can click tab, and like whenever you're looking at the team, what are like two or three things that you got to be worried about for your strange ult? They're the pink team.
Oh, just Luna freeze,
hmm
invis push pull,
hmm
strange block.
Exactly. So yeah, if we can, another thing to think about is how can I get my Strangel off without Luna and Invis seeing me until the very last second? Like,
Just go high up.
hmm
Just drop
hmm
down on them.
hmm
Good medicine.
sometimes, right? Sometimes that'll work. Often it can help to come from like cover from high ground, right? So making sure that they can't see you. But yeah, that's definitely good thinking. Um, Besides that, I would also mention there's a bit of things where just picking where to hold, right? I didn't see you go for any like crazy overextending, but just kind of marking in your mind or even using in-game pings to kind of point out where do you want to hold. Um, so in this situation, like let's start a round. Or we can tell our team, are we holding here or are we holding here? Right? And whenever you do that, you're kind of giving yourself the kind of sign to say, all right, it's time to push. Let's go up here. Or it's time to fall back. Let's go here. And then, because I do notice that sometimes it looks like we're just kind of holding in one place, um, and staying there. Even though there are options to this, and that's one of your big things of the tank, is you can choose where your team holds and give your team the advantage.
Anyone willing to help?
Here, good time to back, right? They're using the infinite ammo.
Hurts.
Out, dark magic.
I like the cold.
Okay.
I purge the dark.
Craziness. Absolute craziness. You got a Fortnite kid in your backline. What?
Good medicine.
Oh, he's back. Alright, it's pretty crazy. So, again, we're kind of. This is a really scrappy fight. I cannot lie. But if you're choosing where to hold, what's better than this?
Just more fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So maybe here is a good idea, right? Think about how we want to think about the space that our team has to get stuff done. So if we hold where the circle is, we have all this room, which is okay. But if we hold in the back, we have like all this, and like they have everything. They have the point pretty much. So definitely, I like to think about it when I play Strange as like I'm literally fighting for every inch, especially around the point.
Anyone
I
willing
was
to help?
really trying to peel for my Luna though.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I think you've done a really good job playing for your Luna.
The enemy is here.
We gotta get the Strange out of here.
I purge the darkness.
Yeah, he's just too far up. Alright,
One hurts.
I'm gonna look around and look for any time whenever
A little.
you could have got this guy further away. Alright, so yeah.
For battle.
Here we're shielding when we don't need to. So keep in mind, like, do I have full health? Probably don't need to shield. Is my shield like preventing me from dealing damage when I need to? Probably don't need a shield, right? So,
Some help.
yeah, I'm doing a good job getting them out of here. This point is kind of cooked. I mean, they're just shooting you from every angle. I'd be really frustrated if I was you. Um, before we end it, I'm kind of curious on like, what do you think is one thing that you guys could have done to win this point? Think about the ults you have.
Let's do this. I purge the darkness. Endless fury.
Should just end this also earlier.
Mm-hmm. But keep in mind though that she did die pretty much with ult, right? It's like 98, 99. So, as a tank player,
I should have shielded.
shielding her, yep, definitely. You can tab and know that she's about to have ult. You communicate that to your team, right? You can be like, guys, we need to just stay alive until Invis can ult, then we push, right? And it's just like protect the president.
I purge the
So
darkness.
unfortunate. And I think that's gonna be the big reason you guys lose. Just because it seems like they just have a lot better time of winning the fight before the ults are in play. So Yep, that gets you, but whenever the ults come out, you guys end up winning. And that is the game. Oh, right. Let's talk about like applying this. Are there any questions you have on like, say, like what to focus on or like how to play ranked to like get better?
Not really.
hmm Gotcha. Yeah, good. I'm really happy you definitely know what to work on. This is actually, let's show you something because it's pretty fun. Let's go back to Gumbo. I coached Gumbo a while ago, and he's like at the same rank as you, and he's playing Strange too. We talked a lot about the same stuff, and he said something like, literally, I don't know, 3 hours after I'd had a coaching session. Hey, dude, just want to let you know your tips about positioning and the shield management were very, very helpful. Very confident now, and he like ranked up. He went on like a crazy win streak. So these are like very small things, but they make like the craziest difference.